The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to nice 95.5 FM KBEK. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman, and, well, we're also broadcasting live on 100.9 FM WCMP. Yes, it's a simulcast here this evening. While it is bitterly cold outside, the action is heating up inside. We're here at Cambridge-Isanti High School for today's girls basketball matchup in the Mississippi 8 Conference between the Big Lake. I'll get it. Don't worry. It's an off day for everybody. Big Lake Hornets and the Cambridge-Isanti Blue Jackets. It's a girls basketball game here this evening, and oh boy, I am really excited to be a part of this one. I was a part of the doubleheader on Tuesday over in Chisago Lakes, where Cambridge-Isanti came away with the sweep. The girls team got their first win of the season, and that was over Chisago Lakes 41-39. So I was really excited to see that they were able to get their first win in the season. I'm really excited that I was able to be a part of it. So pretty darn cool that I was able to be out there and be a part of that. But here tonight, it's it's a interesting night. There's no school or e-learning day tomorrow, and it's going to be about 100 below zero. Obviously, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I don't know how much I'm exaggerating because, it feels like it might just be close to that. It is going to be bitterly cold out there, and that may be an understatement. I know my toes are still frozen, and I've been in the car, and I walked, maybe 30 seconds into the high school here, so it is cold out there. Now, I've lived in Minnesota my entire life, and I got to tell you, I don't know that I've ever had a day that is going to be as cold as tomorrow. Maybe when I was really young and I don't remember because I didn't really pay that close attention to the weather. But man, it is going to be bitterly cold here throughout the night and tomorrow and then into the weekend. So if you have to be out there for any reason, well, just be sure to bundle up and get somewhere warm quickly. Just remember, if your animals are cold, no, I'm kidding. No, we won't go down that. But here in this one, Cambridge-Isanti and a Big Lake going to go at it here. They had to move this game up a little bit. Yeah, an hour and a half they wanted to move this one up just so, bus drivers, students were out in the bitterly cold too late and that, maybe cars will still start. That's what the hope is here with this early beginning here this evening. But I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks to the activities director and coaches and everyone else who has allowed us to be here and be a part of this game. Also want to give a huge shout out to you, our loyal listener, but also we want to go and give a shout out to our sponsors. If it weren't for them, well, simply put, we wouldn't be able to come out here and call any of these games. We certainly wouldn't be able to bring you them for free either. So in that, we are going to go and hear a word from our fine sponsors, and then we'll come back and talk about how these two teams have done so far this year, right here on 100.9 FM WCMP and 95.5 FM KBEK.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
At First National Bank of Malacca, with offices in Malacca, Isle, Gilman, and Zimmerman, they pride themselves on providing small-town, personalized customer service with updated technology solutions that allow you to bank with them anytime, anywhere, whether you value calling or stopping in to talk to a real live banker, or value the convenience of online or mobile banking. They've got you covered. If you're looking for a bank that cares about you or your community, come to First National Bank at one of their 4 branch offices. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today. Back here on 95.5 FM KBK and Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP. We are in the Here's the Pitch pregame show at Cambridge-Isanti High School for tonight's Mississippi 8 girls basketball game between the visiting Big Lake Hornets and your Cambridge-Isanti Blue Jackets. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'm going to bring you all the action from tonight's game. It might be cold out there, but it's not cold enough for me. No, I have a heart of ice. No, I'm kidding. I have ice in my veins. No, I'm kidding as well. I've got a little bit of different energy here for tonight because it's just, I like the 5:30 start, although I know it's hectic for coaches, activities directors, players as well. But I kind of like the early start. I'm digging this. So either way, we are set for about a 5:30 p.m. tip-off, and as we get going here during the pregame, no really A&W hometown handoff to really speak of tonight because, well, all the other games in our local listening area are kind of canceled or postponed. There's a couple that may have gone off tonight other than this one, but that's about it. So nothing much really to talk about. We'll give a shout-out to A&W for their hometown handoff anyways because, well, A&W sponsors that hometown handoff, and they are a great sponsor of ours. We appreciate them for their sponsorship. Of course, they have those mouth-watering cheese curds. Plus, they want to wish all the athletes and teams here tonight good luck. Taking a look at these two teams, Big Lake on the season is currently playing out of Section 5-3A. They are 6-8 overall. They're 0-4 in this section. Totina Grace is at the top at the number 1 spot, then Becker, then St. Francis, then Zimmerman, then Princeton at 5, and Big Lake at 6. Annandale and Fridley are the only two behind Big Lake in this section. So Big Lake currently in the 6th spot at 6-8. They score 57 points per game while giving up 60 points per game-ish. As we take a look at their season so far, it started with a win. Actually, in fact, the first part of the season, they went 3-2 before the Christmas break. They beat Legacy Christian Academy, lost by 1 to Hutchinson, then beat North Branch, and they beat Chisago Lakes by 1, and then fell to Zimmerman by 3. Then after that, they went into a Christmas tournament and lost to both Fergus Falls and Thief River Falls. They came out of that into the new year on the 6th of January and fell to St. Francis before beating Robbinsdale Cooper, then fell to Princeton, won 2 in a row over Sauk Rapids, Rice, and Sartell before falling twice, once last Friday to Becker, and then this Tuesday to probably the team that everybody's trying to catch right now in Monticello. Other than that, it has been a pretty darn good season. If we take a look at their wins, though, they do have a one win where they did score nearly 100 points. That was against North Branch. Otherwise, in their losses, they have struggled to kind of get to that 60-point mark, and they have only gotten to the 60-point mark in a loss one time. So, if you're Cambridge-Isanti, I think one of the biggest things here tonight is you just kind of you're looking at it as a coach. Obviously, you're not telling the team this, but I think you're looking at it as a coach and going, if we can score 55, 60 points, if we can for sure hold them under 60, we have a really good chance of winning here tonight. I think that is probably a little bit of the thought process here this evening for Cambridge-Isanti is, hey, if we can hold them under 60, we're putting ourselves in the best spot to win. Now, if we take a look at Cambridge-Isanti. Unfortunately, they are in Section 7 4A, but they are at the bottom of that section. And I say unfortunate because they're 1-14, and I really don't believe their record really shows the talent that they have. They're a very young team, but they got 2 seniors. Only one of them really gets many minutes on the varsity. But they are a young team. If you remember at all Chisago Lakes, how they looked last year and how they were built last year, it's kind of how Cambridge-Isanti is this year, except possibly a little younger maybe even. But Cambridge-Isanti, 8th in Section 7 4A. They are 1-14 after that win on Tuesday at Chisago Lakes. 0-3 in section play, scoring about 40 points per game and giving up about 71 points per game. So that is one of the things you look at here tonight where you say, okay, if they can hold them under 60, they will be set up in a good spot to win. But the tough part for them has been scoring. Can they get on the board enough tonight to really propel them towards a win? This year, well, getting to 60 has been a problem. They've only done it once, and that was a loss to Princeton when they lost by 10. So the offense has just not quite been there the way they'd like. In fact, before Christmas, they scored 60 points once, and they struggled to reach 40 before Christmas. Now they've been a little bit more consistent after Christmas. They have scored 35 twice, but then they've been in the 40s to 50s ever since. There's only been one game they haven't reached the 40-point mark. That was their loss to Becker last Tuesday. But other than that, they've been in the 40s. So is this offense finally catching on? Are they finally coming together and being one cohesive unit and finally figuring it out and playing as a team? I do think so. If you look at their win on Tuesday, and I was there on Tuesday, so I do know a little bit of what I'm talking about. Not all, don't get me wrong. I don't know 100% of what I'm talking about. Sometimes I'm just guessing. My brain doesn't comprehend what's coming out of my mouth, and sometimes my mouth doesn't comprehend what's going on in my brain. So it's I think it's a great marriage, honestly. But looking at what they did on Tuesday, they were down in that game. To start the first half, it was really all Chisago Lakes. Chisago Lakes was taking the ball away, they were scoring off of turnovers, and they were doing a good job getting rebounds. Kind of in all facets, it was Chisago Lakes' game to lose. And Cambridge-Isanti just continued to battle back. They got better rebounding. They did a good job of just playing their offense at the pace that they wanted to play with. They didn't go out of their way to catch up to Chisago Lakes or play around it. No, they just played their speed, their pace, and did what they needed to do to get the victory there on Tuesday night. And they did just that. Looks like we are going to get our national anthem, so that will be it for our Here's the Pitch pregame show. We're going to go ahead and hear word from our fine sponsors. They'll be back for tip-off here on WCMP and KBEK.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Back here on WCMP and nice 95.5 KBEK. As we get your starting lineup here, starting with the Big Lake Hornets. Starting for them, it will be number 2, Ashley Fitzgibbons. Number 11, Shiloh Elliott. Number 15, Greta Layton. Number 20, Emma Greischar. And number 21, Alexa Parks. Their head coach is Kendrick Livers. For the Cambridge-Isanti Blue Jackets, it will be number 3, Allie Trulene. Number 5, Callie Osterland. Number 10, Finley Nelson. Number 15, Reese Oliver. And number 21, senior Ava Mills. She's a senior captain as well, so she's out here this evening. Both these teams ready to go at it here in the Mississippi 8 Conference. These two have yet to play each other this season, so this is their first matchup, and boy, is it an important one between these two teams. Game Day Gilman ready to call this one. We are ready for some basketball action here on WCMP and KBEK. Try and get this camera zoomed in just a little bit so we can see better. How's that, everybody? That good? I think that's good. I think that's good. Enough for me to keep up and also possibly lose track. Anyways, no, I'm kidding. I will do my best to keep track of it all, and if I do miss something, well, I will just do my best not to. How about that? Cambridge-Isanti, Big Lake. Let's get after it. Cambridge-Isanti is head coached by Kitri Hackis. And Big Lake, again, coming in 6-8, but Cambridge-Isanti coming off a big win on Tuesday over Chisago Lakes. I really do believe that that could help propel this team forward and help them get to where they want to be. A lot of inexperience for Cambridge-Isanti, but it really could start to pick up. Meanwhile, Big Lake wins the tip. It is Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons going to try and drive baseline. She's got the drive, and she's going to miss on the shot. It's going to go out of bounds. That's probably going to go back to Big Lake, yeah. So she tried to tap it away from the defender, and what actually happened is it hit the shoulder of Mills, and it rolled out of bounds. So it's actually going to stay with Big Lake. What a unfortunate happening there for Mills. Meanwhile, inbound here to Layton. Layton going to drive herself. She drives. That shot was either blocked or I don't know. I think it was blocked by Trulene. We're going to give it to her. I couldn't quite tell if she got a hand on it or if it just slipped out of the ball player's hands. Meanwhile, Fitzgibbons will inbound. She looks to Layton on this near side. No, go right underneath the basket, but it's blocked. That block there by Reese Oliver. She had a big night on Tuesday as well. Stolen away here by the Blue Jackets. I think that was Trulene who actually got the steal. And now to the basket driving is Nelson, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. They're going to get Layton, Greta Layton, her first foul. Team's first, and now at the line to shoot 2 is Finley Nelson. First one is up, no good. And the second, no good as well. But that's going to roll out of bounds. That will stay with Cambridge-Isanti. Yes, it will. That rolled out of bounds, last touch by Big Lake, and Cambridge-Isanti will get it back. So catching a little bit of a break there as Trulene will get set to inbound. She goes on this near side, gives to Osterlund, back to Trulene. Trulene the long 3, it's good! We've seen them hit a couple of long 3s there on Tuesday. They were really important in that game because, well, a few of them helped them kind of get over a little bit of a scoring hump that they were in. So nice job there by them. Meanwhile, here's Elliott with it. Shiloh Elliott gives inside here to Layton. Now back outside to Fitzgibbons. Layton has it again. She has a teammate open on the far side to Parks, and that ball went behind Parks. Layton tried the fancy no-look pass, but it went behind Parks, and it goes out of bounds and back to Cambridge-Isanti on the turnover. Cambridge-Isanti wearing their all blue here this evening. Blue letters and numbers. I can't tell if there's an outline in black, possibly, with the white stripe down the side of the jersey and short. For Big Lake, it's the all white, the blue letters and numbers outlined in that yellow, and then the yellow stripe on the short and jersey. Meanwhile, here's a shot that was both blocked and stolen away by Greshkar. I hope that's even close to how you pronounce her name. Meanwhile, Fitzgibbons will try and take a three and tie it up. It's no good, and there's Reese Oliver with a rebound. Her and Trulene both did a really good job of that there on Tuesday of rebounding the ball. Oh, and here goes very good confidence there by Trulene from the long three, but it is just off the mark and taken away by Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons will take it up on this near side, guarded by Mills. Mills does a good job to cut off that lane, and now she'll get it over to Shiloh Elliott. Elliott pulls it down, stops, going over to Parks on the far side. Parks back to Elliott. It's tipped away, and this one's going to go out of bounds. Yes, it will go out of bounds off Big Lake. It will go back to Cambridge-Isanti. Good hustle there by Oliver and company. Trying to go get that one. It looked like Nelson kind of just was going to let that one go. I don't know if she maybe thought the defender was further away and it was just going to go out of bounds or what happened there. But meanwhile, here come the Blue Jackets back with the ball. Trulene on this near side. Give there to Mills. Now back to Nelson to Oliver. Back over to Trulene. They want to go inside to Osland. Osland trying to say, hey, I'm open, but just not a good enough angle there for that pass. Meanwhile, Nelson trying to drive inside. She backs it out to Mills. Mills now to, Oliver. Oliver to Trulene. Trulene going to try and drive hard inside, and that one's blocked and stolen away by Layton. Blocked there by Elliott. Coming back the other way, and inside, there's the shot for two from Layton, and they finally get on the board, and now we get a timeout called here by Big Lake. Coach Livers does not like what he's seeing so far. Meanwhile, if you're Coach Hackus, you're okay with what you saw so far. I think it's certainly you have missed some opportunities there at some points. There have been 3-4 possessions out of or 5, I think, possessions now for each side, and out of those 5, it's only been one scoring run each, or one bucket each, however you want to say it. But if you look at it for Cambridge-Isanti, they've had some decent looks, not great, but they've had some decent looks, and I think in this game, I don't think you necessarily are going to have to force things, but you are going to have to hit some tougher shots in this one if you want to get the win. Of course, I haven't seen Big Lake at all this year, so I'm not quite sure what they bring to the table. Early on, Cambridge-Isanti doing a good job of playing their game. Meanwhile, here's Ostland. Ostland floating to the basket, too strong on it. That's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that will go back to Big Lake. Ostland did a really good job to split the defenders there, take that one to the basket, and basically just hover to the basket. Just unfortunately, she couldn't drop it in, and that'll be something. And now this ball goes back behind Elliott, and that is going to go back to Cambridge-Isanti. Another break they're going to catch. They have caught a few of them here tonight. And now we're going to see another one. Meanwhile, into the game now for Big Lake will be number 3. That's going to be Shea France. Now an inbound here for Cambridge-Isanti. Nelson wants to go to Ostland. Instead, top of the key to Trulene. She fakes the 3. Give on the far side to Oliver. Oliver back to Mills. Mills looking to Trulene on the far side now. Doing a good job of pushing the ball over there and almost a travel. Trulene takes the long 3. It's just coming off. And Nelson, not quite sure what she was thinking there. She pretty clearly had the rebound herself. At least I thought she did. And unfortunately, she knocked it out of the way. Let's take a look because I thought she had a better rebound opportunity. As you can see, Mills with it. And there's the Trulene pass now to Nelson, back to Trulene. And then here's the 3 shot. And then she missed, and yeah, she did have a pretty good opportunity for the rebound. So surprised she didn't just take it. Meanwhile, Trulene has the rebound on the missed shot from Big Lake on the other side. Trulene stops. We'll go here to Oliver. Oliver pass to Trulene. It goes just in front of her, and it will go out of bounds back to Big Lake. So turnovers by both teams here. Excuse me, less than ideal early on, and it's kind of been complicating things on both sides for both teams. So like to see that cleaned up. Both sides, really. Meanwhile, here's Elliott with it. She'll try and bring it up past half court. She does a good job there to get by the 2 defenders on the far side. Then trying to go on this near side now. Fitzgibbons looks for 3, and that is good. So that'll make it 5-3. Meanwhile, here's Nelson to Trulene. Trulene almost had that Turned into a turnover. Now, do we get a timeout or a foul? Timeout. You know, I don't wonder if the timeout wasn't called, if that would have been a foul, because Trulene was in a double team, and right as she got out of it, it looked like there could have been a foul there, but the timeout is called here by Cambridge-Isanti, so they will use their first. It'll be 30 seconds in length. We'll keep it here. I just want to take time to say thank you to our loyal listeners who tune into this game and or listen to every other game that we call, or every game that we call, whichever it is, and appreciate that. You continue to give me job security, so I am very thankful for that. Also, again, a huge shout out to our fine sponsors. We appreciate them. Won't be able to be out here without them. Plus, well, I won't be able to bring you it for free, that's for sure. Inbound will go on that near side to Reese Oliver. The shot is inside. I think it was possibly blocked again. Oh, she fell with the ball. That's got to be a travel. They got to call that. Meanwhile, here comes Layton the other way with it. She tries to take it all the way, blocked by Trulene, and stolen away that time. Who was that with the steal? Well, now it's going to go right back. I think that was Oliver with the steal. And now we get a jump ball. Possession arrow points the way of Cambridge-Isanti. So checking into the game for Cambridge-Isanti is Scarlett Porta. And inbound here will go to Mills. Mills near that half court gives to Reese Oliver. 3 is off the mark, but she traveled. So just kind of the fundamental things here early on as we see number 4, Avery Crittenden, check into the game. And here comes Elliott for Big Lake. Getting through a double team, almost a steal. She's able to hold on to it somehow. Now give on that far side for 3. That's going to come up well short. Layton picks it up for 2. Makes it 7-3. And now here come the Blue Jackets the other way. Porta stops, gives on this near side here to Nelson. Nelson going to try and drive inside, puts a floater up towards the basket. That shot's no good, and this time she will pull in the rebound. Now give to Porta. Now to Crittenden, to Trulene. Trulene, yeah. If there is one thing that Trulene will do is take those shots that a lot of people may or may not be more afraid of taking. Meanwhile, another shot missed. Trulene nearly gets it. Instead, it is going to be Layton there for Big Lake. She'll give up to Elliott. Elliott trying to drive, and that one's going to drop in for 2. Yeah, they kind of had to let her go there because, well, they were just out of position, and it would have been a foul had they tried to do anything defensively. So smart play there by Cambridge-Isanti. Meanwhile, here on this near side, Crittenden back to Porta, to Nelson, top of the key for 3. That's going to be just off the mark, rebounded by Layton. Layton gives up to Elliott. Elliott gives on this near side to France. France for 3. That's off the mark. And, oh, yes, Crittenden, good job being in good position to get that rebound. Now here comes Trulene. Trulene stops at center court. Looks, gives on this near side to Crittenden. Crittenden gives to Nelson. Nelson looking, will give now to Porta. On the far side, Mills will take a shot. That's going to be a little too strong and too much of a line drive, and that's going to be Fitzgibbons for Big Lake with the rebound. She's going to try and possibly take it all the way. It's poked out, stolen away by Nelson. I didn't quite see who got the poke. It may have been Crittenden there who forces that turnover, and now she takes it up past the timeline herself, give back to Mills, over to Trulene. They're trying to move this ball quick, but I think what they need to do is just kind of settle in a little bit, as I think they're moving too fast right now, Cambridge-Isanti, that is. Mills with the fake shot, spin around, tried the shot, and then she gets fouled. That's going to be Alexa Parks with her first, team's second, and now Ava Mills will shoot 2. 9-3 is the score. 11:33 to go in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They have 3 locations: Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Mills' first one is good. That Cambridge location is brand new here on 95. If you're traveling west on 95, it'll be on the north side of the road in between Starbucks and Caribou. It's a beautiful new building. Meanwhile, into the game for Big Lake is number 12, Kaylin Bessler. And Mills is good on both. So Mills good on both of the free throw attempts there to make it 9-5. And did we get a sub here for Cambridge-Isanti, it looks like. And it looks like, I believe, Lohman into the game. She wears number 13. That's Anya Lohman. Shot is good there for looks like Lohman picks up the foul, and it'll be an and one opportunity. I can't quite see who that is. It's no good. That was number 3. So France picks up the 2, but does not get the 3-point shot or the 3rd point shot to fall, if you will. So it's 11-5, and Blue Jackets have it offensively, trying to move this ball. This ball is going to be up for grabs. We're going to get a jump ball, and again, unfortunate for Cambridge-Isanti, they just couldn't hold on to it. It was Ostland who kind of muffed it there, if you will, and it gave Big Lake a chance to pounce on it. Now, they didn't grab it, obviously, but they at least got enough of it for the jump ball. Meanwhile, here goes Layton to the basket. Shot is no good. Good job by Ostland there to just kind of will the ball into her hands. She wanted it more that time, and here she comes. She'll give on the far side, Trulene. Now to Lohman. Lohman, the quick 3, just off the mark. Too strong that time. The rebound by Greishkar. Or Greishar. Again, I apologize if I'm botching that last name. Not what I want to do. Meanwhile, up the court comes Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons gives on this near side to France. France will drive and give back to Greishkar. Inside, she fakes the shot, pulls it down, and then drops it in for 2. 13-5. So Big Lake is setting the pace early on here, a little bit faster. Meanwhile, we're going to get almost a steal there by Layton, but knocked it out of bounds. Did Big Lake, and we'll get a timeout called here by Cambridge-Isanti. They want to settle it down, I think, just a little bit. But it's a timeout call by them, and we'll take one as well. Be back after a word from our fine sponsors on KBK and WCMP.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, 100.9 FM, 95.5 FM. Ethan Game Day Gilman out here where Big Lake currently leads your Blue Jackets 13-5 on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, but the Blue Jackets do have the ball after that timeout. With it now is Porta. She gives to Trulene, back to Porta on this near side. Trulene with it again, back there to Oliver. Oliver gives to Trulene. She wanted to go to Lohman, so instead she was guarded well. It winds up in the hands of Oliver on the far side, and then a rebound that, well, just sets up Fitzgibbons in the best way, but she cannot capitalize on it, and it is rebounded there by Oliver, and she'll slow things down just a little bit. I like that there by Oliver, just slowing it down a little bit, realize, hey, I can take my time, and now the 3 there from, nice job. The 3 from Oliver was missed, and Trulene came in, or excuse me, it was Ostland who took the 3. It was missed, but Trulene came in for the rebound and did a good job just to lay it in for 2. Just a soft touch there. Meanwhile, here is Layton. No, excuse me, that's Bessler, rather. And now on the far side, that's number 1 to Elliott. Elliott inside. No shot, travel. Number 1 for Big Lake is Olivia O'Brien. So that is who number 1 is. I just want to make sure we get all the names on there. Meanwhile, the travel is called. She did make the bucket, but it won't count because she traveled. So here come the Jackets the other way. Ostland into a little bit of trouble. She does get it out there to Porta, now to Trulene on the far side. Oliver Guarded by 3 different players. She gets it to Ostland. It was tipped. Now to Oliver. Oliver, good on the 3. Nice job there. Just good movement and not panicking, even with the hand in the way. They just did a good job there of putting that one down. Fitzgibbons on the drive. That one was awkward from the get-go, and Ostland will get the rebound. Fitzgibbons there giving her problems. She'll give to Trulene, and Trulene will give it up the court now on the far side to Oliver. Oliver has that one stolen away by Fitzgibbons, and Fitzgibbons going to try and take this one all the way. Cannot drop it in for 2, but it looks like we're going to get a foul here on Cambridge-Isanti, which would be their 3rd. And that one will go against Porta, her second, rather. It's only their 2nd, my bad. And Fitzgibbons will be at the line to shoot 2 for Big Lake. First one is no good. And Nelson will check back into the game for Ostland on the Cambridge-Isanti side. And that one is good by Fitzgibbons. So 1 of 2 that time. It's 14-10. And the Blue Jackets have it. Offensively, Trulene trying to get it past the timeline. She gives over on this near side to Porta. Porta will pull it down and give to Nelson. Nelson now to Trulene. Back to Nelson. Nelson steps just inside the 3-point line. Shot is no good, and Fitzgibbons with the fairly easy rebound. It kind of just bounced right into her breadbasket. This shot from 3 is going to be no good, and Oliver with the easy rebound. Again, that one just bounced right to her. Trulene gives on this near side. And that is good from 3. And that was Porta who drilled it 14-13 all of a sudden. Blue Jackets showing, hey, we're not out of this by any stretch. Good job there by Porta. Meanwhile, here come the Hornets back with it. It's Bessler. Trying to go inside, back outside Fitzgibbons. That's a long 3, and that's going to be off the mark. Rebound, jumping, moving around, up for grabs. Porta. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that ball was still moving around when they whistled the jump ball. I think you got to let them play through that a little bit. Man, oh, man. Well, the jump ball possession arrow will point the way of the Blue Jackets anyways, but still. Now it has to go back the other way, which is unfortunate. But either way, Blue Jackets have the possession. Well, inbound to Trulene. She gives to Porta on this near side. Porta on the elbow. She'll give now to Nelson, going inside to Oliver. And that one is, well, almost blocked, except for it's a foul on Elliott. And that'll be, looks like her team 3rd, and which would be her 1st. So Shiloh Elliott pick up her 1st, team's 3rd, and Reese Oliver to shoot 2. And that one's no good. Leaves it just a little short. And that one's good. So Oliver hits 1 of 2, and we're tied at 14 apiece. After the Blue Jackets had an early lead, then it was all Hornets, and now the Blue Jackets have tied it back up. Meanwhile, on this near side, Fitzgibbons goes for 3. It's going to be no good. Rebound for Porta. Porta going to weave through some traffic. Give it up here to Oliver. Now to Nelson, and unfortunately Nelson just couldn't hold on to that one cleanly. And it's going to be an over and back, and well, that's one of the possessions where, yes, mistakes happen, turnovers happen, all those types of things. But, man, if you are Cambridge-Isanti, those are one of the possessions where you're going to look back and go, hey, we wasted one. Leighton, this one is up and no good, too strong, and Trulene will get the rebound. Meanwhile, here comes Trulene back the other way. She'll get back outside to Nelson for 3. Good-looking form on that shot, but it's no good. Rebounded there by Greshar and taken to the basket. I think that was Elliott. I think it was for 2. Make it 16-14. Meanwhile, Cambridge-Isanti back up the other way. They got numbers, but the offense just didn't get up there in time. Meanwhile, Oliver for 3. Well, she wastes no time and says, you know what? I am wide open. Why not just take the shot? And it falls in. More of a line drive shot, but hey, it works. Meanwhile, this pass trying to go to Elliott. It goes just out of her reach, and it will go back to Cambridge-Isanti on the turnover. Crittenden will check in for Nelson on the Blue Jackets side, and on the Big Lake side, Parks will check in for O'Brien. 5:53 to go in the first half, 17-16. Inbound to Porta, back to Trulene. Trulene, she looked one way, went the other way. She lost it and then gives through some contact. Surprised that there was no call there. Now to Oliver. Oliver to Porta. Porta trying to get the defender to miss. That ball again off of Porta, and Porta didn't race after it. And what I think happened is she looked at it and thought, this one's off of the defender, but the referee said off of the thigh. So I think maybe that is what happened that time. So Big Lake will get another opportunity on another turnover from Cambridge-Isanti. Give out to Elliott now on this near side. Fitzgibbons, the quick three is good. That makes it 19-17. Here's the pass up the court to Trulene on this near side. Porter back to Oliver. Oliver will go over to Crittenden, who nearly lost it. Good job pulling that one in. Meanwhile, here's Oliver with it to Trulene. Now Crittenden. Crittenden looked at the basket, didn't shoot it, and now she gives back to Lohman. Lohman to Crittenden. She's left alone for a moment. Takes the three. It's going to be no good, and yeah, just good box out there by Greshar, and she just didn't allow the defender for Cambridge-Isanti to go get it. Meanwhile, Portal will check out, and coming into the game is Ostland. Big Lake bringing it back the other way. Here's Layton taking it to the far side, looking for Elliott, goes underneath to Elliott. Elliott now double-teamed. Get back outside, trying to get it to Layton. Somehow she pulls it in, and then gets the shot off, but that is going to be no good. Really good job there by Cambridge-Isanti to stand their ground. Now Lohman lost it. Did that not go out of bounds? No. And Layton got it back. Now Elliott to the basket, and she lost it. Oh, and she still had it. I don't know why she didn't try and grab that. She just kind of let it go. I think maybe she thought she had stepped out of bounds. I think that's what happened. Meanwhile, Mills will check back in for Lohman on the Blue Jacket side. Another turnover, and it's not been the cleanest of games for either side, but yeah, man, for Cambridge-Isanti, it feels like there have been way more missed opportunities scoring-wise. Meanwhile, Layton with a block there on the attempted shot for Cambridge-Isanti. It goes out of bounds, so it will go back to Cambridge-Isanti or stay with them. Meanwhile, the inbound here for Ostland will go to Oliver. Wanted that three. Instead, Trulene will take the three. It looks good, but it's just off the mark and rebounded by Parks. Parks will hand it off to Layton, and Layton trying to take it, gives to Fitzgibbons. The three, that's going to be off the mark. And a rebound here for Oliver. Reese Oliver will give to Trulene, and Trulene up takes it to the far side. Gives back to Ostland. Ostland to Crittenden. Oliver to Mills. Mills, now they want to take that three, but just not a good enough look. And now Trulene with it. Goes to Ostland. Ostland through some traffic, tried to get it off the backboard. It's no good. Rebounded by Greshar. Quickly up the court they go. Oh, and Fitzgibbons was left alone and somehow missed that easy layup. She kind of pushed it with both hands, so I'm not sure if maybe it slipped out of the one hand, so she had to push it with both. But yeah, usually you don't want to put two hands on a shot like that. Meanwhile, this is no good. Elliott with the rebound here for Big Lake, and it's knocked out of bounds. Blocked there by Allie Trulene. She has three already on the evening. Allie Trulene is going to be a problem for teams for a long time. Allie Trulene, Cambridge-Isanti, only a freshman. That kind of gives you an idea. Meanwhile, Shiloh Elliott underneath the basket. Oh, apparently too strong, but somehow that's not an over and back by Greshar for the rebound. And this three is going to miss, and Ostland is going to get the rebound. That was just a really good job. She had those long arms, go gadget arms, if you will. Now Mills drives inside. She puts up the shot. It's no good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two. This will be on Parks, her second, team's fourth. 2:51 to go. Mills to shoot two. First one is good. Nelson will check in for Cambridge-Isanti for Oliver, and France in for Elliott on Big Lake side. And this one's good as well. So Mills, again, 2 big free throws, and she ties it up at 19 apiece. Big Lake coming back the other way. Get under 3 minutes to go. Probably trying to take some time off and keep an advantage on their side. Meanwhile, this Fitzgibbons shot is no good. We're going to get a jump ball. Nice job there that time by Mills to tie that one up with Grayshar I apologize. I'm not real sure how to say that last name. Maybe I won't even try and pronounce it. That way I'm not botching it. We'll just go Emma G from now on. That way we're not botching that last name. France gets the inbound here on this near side. Emma G with a 3 at the top of the key. Oh, banks it in. 22-19. Nelson coming back the other way. Give on the far side, Cretendon. She's got the lane, but it closed. Now to Nelson. She'll take the long 3. That's going to come up well short. Mills, she keeps it alive. Oh, what a play. Oh, and they can't get it to fall. Then we're going to get a foul on top of it. Oh, my goodness. What a play on that rebound attempt. And they'll get that foul there on Cretendon, her first, team's third. I want to go ahead and take a look at that rebound, man. Holy cow. That was just hustle effort. You can see the passing, and then here's the Nelson shot is well off the mark. But look at that from Mills. And then Nelson even got the rebound. I mean, just talk about a team wanting it. Cambridge-Isanti wanted it there. Mills. And then Oliver. I mean, just a great job. Or it was Nelson, excuse me. To the basket. Layton does drop it in. Had a hand on the ball as it went up, but it wasn't a foul. Just had the hand on the ball. Meanwhile, here comes Cambridge-Isanti back the other way. Trulene give here to Nelson for 3. Again, going to come up short, and that was a little bit of the issue there on Tuesday as they got the open look for the long ball and just came up short or were a little strong on it. And if you're Cambridge-Isanti, it just feels like with some of those shots, they're rushing it. And we're not going to pick on the player. We're not going to say who it is, but it just feels rushed, and it doesn't feel like they're taking a good look or a better look. Meanwhile, Fitzgibbons, no good. Trulene is going to rip that rebound away, say absolutely not in our house. Meanwhile, this pass blocked and stolen away by Fitzgibbons, and Layton's left all alone. No, it's not going to be good for 2. Nice job. And then foul drawn there by Cambridge-Isanti. That one's going to be on Layton, her second, team's 5th. And Oliver will check into the game for Nelson on the Cambridge-Isanti side. 24-19 is the score, 1:15 to go here in the first half. Trulene gets the inbound from Porta. She takes it past the timeline, give on the near side to Mills, inside to Oliver. Oliver kicks it back out, trying to find Porta. I think that was the right move there by Oliver because as she got around the defender underneath the basket, there was absolutely nothing open for Cambridge-Isanti underneath. So she did the smart thing and tried to kick it back out, but unfortunately the pass a little too strong that time, and it will lead to a turnover once again for Cambridge-Isanti. So here comes Big Lake back the other way. Fitzgibbons to the top of the key. Down the near side, O'Brien. She pulls it down, guarded well by Mills. This one nearly went back all the way, but Bessler is there to pull it in. She tries to drive. Mills knocked it out and got the steal. That's quite a play by Mills. She's one of the seniors on this roster, and, well, she has shown that senior experience plenty. Trulene will slow it down, take it on this near side. Now to Oliver. Oliver to Porta. That was a dangerous pass, but still got there. Cretendon to Trulene. Trulene, she wanted to, but smart job to not take that 3, and then she lost it. And all the way, it's good. That time by France on the steal and 2. 26-19. But now here come the Jackets. They've got 7, 6, 5, and a double dribble here on Oliver. 4.3 to go, and Blue Jackets kind of shooting themselves in the foot here as this half ends, and we'll see another turnover, and just the fundamentals kind of slipping away at this point. You just a double dribble, and you can't have that with 4, 3, 2, 1. Fitzgibbons. Oh, she traveled big time. She picked up the ball, sidestepped, and then shot. That if the shot was off in time, it shouldn't have counted because she traveled. But either way, that'll bring us to halftime, and the Blue Jackets trail on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard 26-19 after the first half of play. And that first half, it was good, but I think, unfortunately, Cambridge-Isanti just kind of shot themselves in the foot there as the first half ended. So we'll see what they can do and see what the fixes they make here at half, but that is going to do it for first half for us. Stay tuned after the commercial break. When we return, it'll be time for our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora right here on KBEK and Cool Country WCMP.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Aero Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Aero Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Aero Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Aero Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Hey Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace, like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle and Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Lightforce braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, it's time for your Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Holmes Auto Body and Glass in Mora has state-of-the-art facilities and over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Halftime score, 26-19 in favor of the Hornets of Big Lake. Leading the way for them with 7 was Ashley Fitzgibbons, then Greta Layton with 6, 5 for Greshkar, or Emma G as I'm going to continue to call her because I don't want to botch her last name, and Shay France and Shiloh Elliott each with 4. They had 5 steals, 3 blocks, and 5 team fouls. On the other side for your Blue Jackets, it was Reese Oliver with 7 to lead the way, Trulene with 5, then Mills with 4, and Porta with 3. They had 4 steals, 4 blocks, and 3 team fouls. Rebounding-wise, both Oliver and Trulene each had 6. I mentioned that Oliver did a really good job of rebounding on Tuesday. So did Trulene. And, well, no surprise here that each of them each have 6 to begin this, well, I guess, end the first half, begin the second half, if you will. But one of the big things that I noticed there is Big Lake set the pace, and Cambridge-Isanti early on tried to keep up. And that just wasn't the way I thought, personally, Cambridge-Isanti needed to play. What I think Cambridge-Isanti needs to do is forget whatever the Hornets are doing pace-wise, speed-wise, whatever they're doing, and just worry about their own pace. Yes, Big Lake might be able to go up and score faster. That's okay, because if you can go down and be patient offensively and still come away with points, you're going to be able to at least keep up in that way. And eventually, you're going to get more things to fall for your team. You're going to get more things to go your way. You're going to start to be able to play better defensively. So I thought Cambridge-Isanti just kind of ran things a little too quickly on offense. And that was just specifically offense. I thought they did a pretty good job defensively. They got 4 blocks. I mean, you can't complain about that. Got a couple of steals, but a couple of the big things. 1, turnovers. You got to take better care of the ball. And I think that will be pretty sure at the half is, hey, let's just take better care of the ball. If we can eliminate even half the turnovers, they're in a much better spot. This game is probably tied, and it's probably not 26-19. It's probably 19-19, if I'm being honest, or 21-21. But the turnovers were a big problem for both sides. But then the other thing is for Cambridge-Isanti, just run your pace. Just run your offense the way you know how. Don't go out of your way to try and match Big Lake. Don't go out of your way to try and do what they're doing. Just go up, be patient offensively, do what you need to do, and everything will come together the way it needs to. I just thought they went a little too quickly with the movement and their shots they were taking there in that first half. And I thought, to me, I just didn't think they took enough time on being patient with their shots, on taking what was given to them. Or, and quite honestly, they forced a lot of shots there in that first half. So I want to see in this second half, I want to see them set their own pace. Despite whatever Big Lake's doing, forget what they're doing. Set your own pace. Keep that pace offensively. Hold on to the ball. Don't turn the ball over. Limit the turnovers. And then I want to see them take better shots. Don't force a shot. Even if you think it's there, don't force it. Get maybe a better look. Now I know being patient offensively, that sometimes can rush things because towards the end of the shot clock, you're like, we got to get the ball off. Be patient. Just take care of the ball, take better shots, and run your own pace is what I want to see here from Cambridge-Isanti in this second half. Because, again, there were quite a few plays where they got the ball inside out, and then they worked it into a corner, and then it was just a shot, and it seemed like it was just forced. They just threw it up towards the basket, hoping for the best. Now, obviously, that's being a little bit rough on it, but that's kind of what it felt like there in the first half. So if they can get some better looks, and again, all this is easier said than done. Cambridge-Isanti and Big Lake are on the court playing. I get to sit up here and just talk about it, so I know it's much easier said than done. Meanwhile, Cambridge-Isanti will start with it to begin the second half. Oliver and Trulene now to Ostlund. That's going to be off the mark and rebounded here by Elliott. Elliott will take it back the other way, and she is no good, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that is going to go back and stay with Big Lake. I thought it was last touched by Big Lake, but it stays with the Hornets. Inbound will go to the top of the key here to Emma G. Go to the far side now for Fitzgibbons. That's a three. So that'll make it 29-19, and right away to begin this second half, it is a 10-point lead for Big Lake. They had a 10-point lead there in that first half. Cambridge-Isanti came back to tie it, though, so let's see if they can do just that. Ostlund, again, a drive to the basket. This time the floater is in, but that's one of those where it looked a little bit rushed. It just didn't look like it was comfortable. She looked like she was just kind of putting up a shot because, well, that's kind of what she was forced to do, but she made it fall, so albeit for me to say what looked good or not. Meanwhile, here's Big Lake with it. Layton has it, trying to get around the defender, driving inside. It is blocked by Trulene, and we're going to get a jump ball. So Trulene got another block, by the way. She's got 4 herself. That's not 4 as a team. She's got 4 blocks herself. Then she almost got the steal, but it's going to wind up being a jump ball. So the possession arrow points the way of the the Hornets, excuse me. And now this ball again. Blue Jackets got a hand on it and just couldn't hold on to it. Inbound here for Big Lake once again. Looks like Fitzgibbon's going to try and find somebody right underneath the basket, and dropping it in for 2 is Parks. Good find there by Fitzgibbons. It's 31-21. And here come the Blue Jackets. Turn around, looking for the jumpers. Ostlund, she gets by one defender, and then the floater again is in. We'll leave it to Ostlund to find the nice touch on that basketball, and she has come out of this second half and got her first 4 points to begin. On the far side, they'll go to Emma G. Now a long 3 from Layton. That's going to be no good. That one's tipped, and Trulene's going to get the rebound thanks to her teammate tipping that one right to her. Trulene, nice pass to Oliver. That's going to be too high off the glass, rebounded by Trulene. Now to Nelson, no good. Is that another Trulene rebound? Yes and no. Yes, because she got it. No, because she fell out of bounds with it. And I think if you're Coach Hackes, you might be looking for a possible foul there, because Trulene was, not that she was pushed in the back, not like a shove like, toddlers do, because someone stole their toy, but more just a kind of a push to try and get her away from the ball, but I don't think it was enough for the foul. So it does go out of bounds. It's a turnover. Big Lake has it, as you might be able to see. Again, Nelson getting a hand in the way. Trulene will get the steal, but that was all thanks to Nelson. Nelson set that up. Nelson's going to take it to the basket, and, just been a little bit short here this evening on those shots. Emma G will get the rebound for Big Lake. Now the shot no good, and Oliver gets the rebound here for Cambridge-Isanti. For some reason, the BL of Big Lake is confusing me for the Blue Jackets. Meanwhile, Layton gets a steal, and then Ooh, I don't know. She drew the foul. I don't know about that one. I think she kind of was falling herself. I don't know that was the biggest foul I've ever seen. It was on Reese Oliver, and Layton will shoot 2. The first one is no good. Porta will check into the game for Nelson. And she hits that one. So 1 of 2, 32-23. Sub here for Big Lake. I did not see who came in, but it'll be an inbound. Trulene will get it to Porta, right back to Trulene, and here comes Allie. Allie will give on this near side to Mills. Mills to Ostland. Ostland looking at the basket, couple fakes, then gives back to Mills. Now over here to Oliver. On the far side, it'll reach Trulene. Back to Oliver, and they're doing a good job of just being patient with their offense. Oliver nearly had that one stolen away. Good job to get it back out to Trulene. Now Ostland at the top of the key for 3. That's good. All of a sudden, Ostland has become the hot hand, and you might want to keep giving it to her. She's got the touch to begin this second half. Now their team getting into it here. Here's a long 3. That's going to come up short right into the hands of, you guessed it, Trulene. Trulene up the court, gives on this near side to Oliver. Oliver will try and drive inside. She's got the lane, but then just a little too much on that one. And now here comes Elliott, who had the rebound, and she knocks over the defender, lost the ball, but she still has a teammate there to pick it up. It's France on the far side. Now here's Fitzgibbons over the defender, and, well, even just gave her 2 inches of space, and she made a big-time three-point shot. Timeout called there. I think it was Big Lake again, so they'll take a timeout, and while they do, well, why don't we as well?
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on KBK and WCMP, Big Lake leads over Cambridge-Isanti 35-26. It should be, what are we doing? Okay, I was going to say it should be Cambridge-Isanti ball, but hey, Big Lake trying to get an extra possession out of it. I'm okay with the fake around, but referee's too smart for that. Meanwhile, here come the Blue Jackets inside Ostland again. Yep, I think that's a good idea to keep feeding her. Keep feeding her the ball. She's got it right now. Again, I don't know if you remember the old basketball games. I hate calling them old, but yeah, they're old now. Where if you started to hit your shots and you couldn't miss, you'd get a little ring of fire around the player logo. That's what she's got right now. Meanwhile, another rebound here for Trulene. She's going to dribble through a double team. They've got numbers. It's a 3-on-2. Here's Porta. Oh, she slows it down. Finds Ostland. Ostland gets around 1. And again to the basket. Callie Ostland, go off. My goodness, she is having a start to the second half. And this is just the start to the second half. Let's see if she can't keep going. That's only the first 4.5 minutes. She's got 11 points in the first 4.5 minutes of this half. Meanwhile, Big Lake offensively stolen away by Oliver. Now let's see if Oliver takes it all the way. She does. Now she's fouled by Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons does not like the call. It's one of those where it's a good call, but yeah, I can see why Fitzgibbons didn't like it, but I can also see why they called it. So Oliver's first one is good. Pretending in for Ostland. A couple subs here for Big Lake. So Ostland going to catch a breather, and man, I don't know if I would have taken her out at this point. I think I would have left her in. But obviously she does need a breather. Can't keep her in an entire half. Do need a little bit of a break sometimes. Meanwhile, Reese Oliver hits both free throws. It's 35-32. And I think subs possibly looks like a sub. So we've got an issue at the scorer's table. So something with the substitution. Big Lake did not make a good substitution, I guess. Apparently she didn't check into the scores table or something. Not quite sure, but they wanted Fitzgibbons back in, and she'll have to at least sit for one possession or one dead ball. Meanwhile, this shot from Big Lake, no good. Mills is there with the rebound. Oh, nice. Behind the back dribble by Oliver. Well, it's going to be stolen away by Layton. And then a 2 there by Elliott. 37-32. But there's Mills for Cambridge-Isanti to Trulene. Porta now has it, trying to pull it down and drive. Oh, she had to stop. Good job there by her to realize that, just nothing doing there. Now to Porta from Trulene to Crittenden. And she'll give back here to Oliver. Mills, fake shot, driving. And that one, I guess they're going to say blocked. I don't know. I don't really know. Meanwhile, here's Layton on the drive. Trulene almost, but she passed it away. Now give to O'Brien. O'Brien give now to Layton. Layton nearly had it stolen away by Trulene. Layton still on the floor with it, and she gets it to Elliott. This should be a jump ball. It will be. Nice job there by the Cambridge-Isanti defender to get that arm in there, get her arms around the ball, and tie it up. Ostlund will check in. Fitzgibbons will also check in. And Trulene will get set to inbound for Cambridge-Isanti. Inbound to Ostlund, and she'll go right back to Trulene. A little bit of full court press being shown here. Mills, that was Porta trying to give the screen now to Oliver. Oliver lost it. That should stay with Ooh, I don't know about that. I think that should have stayed with Cambridge-Isanti because, yes, she lost it, but I think it went off a foot of Big Lake. I think Big Lake just caught a break there because I don't know that didn't go off a foot. Let's see. So here's the initial part of that play. And as we get to the end, I'll fast forward it a little bit here. Oh, we got to rewind. So right there, yeah, that looked like it went off the foot. Meanwhile, shot no good here by Big Lake and taken away by Cambridge-Isanti. They're going up the court with it. Oliver, well, she had a hand on it, so she lost it, got it back. Trulene will give now to Porta. Porta on this near side, nothing doing that time. She gives it to Trulene. Trulene a long 3. That's going to be no good. Are you kidding me? Ostlund with the rebound and the 2 again. If she's around the ball, she's just going to score. I mean, I think we can just get used to that at this point. My goodness. She has done it all for Cambridge-Isanti. And it's all coming in this second half. Meanwhile, Fitzgibbons going to take a 3. That's a long one. Good job there by the defense to force that. Ostlund gets the rebound. And I don't know how she wasn't fouled. There should have been about 2 different fouls there. Ostlund will give it up the court to Trulene. Elliott will slow up for Big Lake. Well, we hope she's okay. And now Ostlund has this one tied up. Foul or jump ball. Ooh, jump ball. Lohman will check in for Oliver. Yeah, Cambridge-Isanti not too pleased with that jump ball call. I don't think so either because I think, yes, she had a hand on it, but I think she lost the handle on it well before the whistle sounded, which would have kind of reset it, if you will. Now, I'm no referee expert, so I don't know. Meanwhile, Elliott inside, can't get it to drop. And it was Emma G with the rebound. And then we get a tie-up again because Cambridge-Isanti just refuses to give the ball up. And it'll be a jump ball possession, points away of the blue and white. Trulene takes it up the court. She'll dribble to the far side. There, give to Crittenden. She wants to go to Ostlund. Nothing doing there. Ostlund might have been held. Meanwhile, Trulene with it gives to Ostlund. Ostlund, she's going to get double teamed. Yeah, they're like, yeah, we can't allow you any one-on-ones anymore. Porta give to Trulene. Trulene on this near side now to Lohman. Lohman to Trulene. And Crittenden the 3. No good. And rebound there for Lohman. Nice job by Lohman to get that one back. Reset the shot clock to 20 here. Ostlund driving inside. How in the world did she get through the defender? I will never know. And then Layton, no, you can't. She tripped. Oh, they're going to get a foul here on Cambridge-Isanti for some reason. She tripped on her own, though. Yeah, they're going to get it on Lohman, and I disagree with that one because I think she more or less tripped on her own. Let's go ahead and take a look. So here's the shot, no good. The rebound there, and then, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I've been wrong a couple times in my life. There's another one. Meanwhile, here the Hornets with it, trying to give it up to Elliott. She stepped on the boundary line, yep. So she stepped on the baseline and she received that pass, and it will go back to Cambridge-Isanti. Now, one thing, if you're either coach here in this situation, when you look at this part of the game, you might be saying to yourselves, okay, we got to keep it, we got to be careful with the ball. We can't have this many changes of hands. Meanwhile, Trulene somehow fought her way through traffic that time and missed the shot, and O'Brien will get the rebound there for Big Lake. But, yeah, if you're both sides, you're saying to yourselves, yeah, we can't have these kind of change of possessions here, because we just need to hold on to the ball a little bit better. Meanwhile, Lohman tried to keep that ball in play once again, but stepped on the baseline. Mills will check in for Porta. 37-34. Big Lake will inbound. Fitzgibbons on this far side. Trying to go inside. That one nearly taken away by Nelson. She just couldn't hold on to it. And it will go out of bounds. Inbound from Fitzgibbons to Elliott. Top of the key to Layton. Lane trying to get around Trulene. Trulene does a good job to cut off that lane. Now get back outside O'Brien. On this near side, Layton for three. Comes up well short. And Trulene will get the rebound. Trulene gives on this near side. Crittenden. Crittenden has a lane. She stops. Give back outside Trulene. Now to Nelson. Nelson looking. Back to Crittenden. Now to Lohman. Nelson inside Mills. Mills from the free throw line. And, well, dropped it and lost it. And then back outside to Trulene for three. It's going to be no good. Then we get a foul here on Cambridge-Isanti. Going to get a push there, and it sounded like it was on 13, which would be Lohman's third and the team's third of the second half. Ostland will check in, and she'll come in for Crittenden. Meanwhile, it'll be an inbound for Big Lake. Under halfway to go here in the game, 37-34. It's been a big turnaround here for Cambridge-Isanti. 15 points in the second half, and they've only allowed 11 from Big Lake. So their defense has certainly stepped up to the plate, and their offense, although they have scored as much as they have, they're just trailing by 3. So if they can, it's been a little bit of a scoring lull here, but if they can get back to that offense that they were used to seeing, it won't be any problem, and they will get this one back. Meanwhile, this shot missed, and Mills will pick up the rebound here for Cambridge-Isanti. Nelson takes it up the court. She'll give to Mills now, and Mills to Ostland. Ostland, she lost it a couple times, and it's going to be stolen away by Elliott. And she dropped it in for 2. 39-34. And, yeah, it's unfortunate for Cambridge-Isanti that they've gone on this little scoring drought because, well, they could use a 3 here from Nelson, and she delivers. And I think she's given a big sigh of relief because she has tried that all night, has not been successful. That's the first time she's been successful. So, hey, Fitzgibbons on the drive now. That's going to be no good. Trulene trying to get the rebound. Going to be picked up there by France. A 3 on the far side. That's going to be no good. And Nelson will pick up the rebound here for Cambridge-Isanti. Here comes Nelson right down the middle. Gives back on this near side. Trulene will take the quick 3. Oh, just off the mark. She was in good position. Good-looking shot, but just off the mark. Fitzgibbons with the rebound for Big Lake. And now she'll back it out, and that is going to be an over and back. And Ostland gets it. Give to Lohman. Lohman for a short 2 is well off the mark. And it's rebounded here by France. France the 3, going to be no good, and Trulene will get the rebound. She's got about every rebound right now. And we get a timeout called here by Cambridge-Isanti. 39-37. What a second half here for Cambridge-Isanti. They are down by 2 with 6:15 to go in the game. We'll be back after a commercial break from our fine sponsors. If you're going to stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just 2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard shows the Blue Jackets trailing by only 2. Embrace Orthodontics will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Well, the Blue Jackets have put it together here in this second half. Now, again, both teams need to do a little bit better job of holding on to the ball and not, and getting their getting cleaner rebounds, I think, is what I'm looking for, because where the jump balls have come from is where that ball has gotten a little bit loose. It's come on the rebounds, but it's also come from just being in play. So if Cambridge-Isanti can do a little bit better of holding on to the ball, wherever it is, I think this will be their game to lose. Meanwhile, Fitzgibbons with the 3, it's no good, and there's Oliver with another rebound. I believe she's close to double digits with her 9th. Here's Ostland. Ostland out of control a little bit, and Trulene, yes, another rebound. Nelson, the floater, just can't get it, and the rebound into the hands of, can't quite tell who that was. Bessler. Here's Layton, and that's going to be luckily off the mark, but Elliott gets the rebound. Turnaround jumper, that's going to be no good, and Oliver's there for the rebound. Oh, she got a hand in there. I'm surprised she got all ball that time. That was close to being a foul. Here's the cut by Oliver to the basket. It drops in for 2, and the score is tied at 39. Nice job by Cambridge-Isanti just to continue to play their game and not get themselves out of sorts. Here's a 3 from Fitzgibbons. That's going to hurt a little bit. She's had 3 of them here in this second half, which is really not ideal, but they've come back and answered since. Trulene has it. Give on the far side to Mills. Mills lost it, yes, and she tackled, yeah. As she went to go get that ball, she kind of tripped and fell on the back leg of the defender, Bessler, and it'll be her, what is that, her first? Yeah, her first. And the team's 4th. Unfortunate there for Mills, but yeah, again, it just holding on to the ball a little bit better here in the game, giving up some turnovers that they really shouldn't have. Obviously, you shouldn't have given up the ball at all, but mistakes happen in a game, so things go awry. Meanwhile, Ostland can't quite pull it in, and that's going to stay with Big Lake. They had 3 opportunities at that steal and could not pull it in. That's what I'm talking about. It's just these little opportunities that they have to either take the ball away on a steal, get a rebound, or keep the ball in their possession. Just simply dribbling, and they can't seem to hang on to the ball as well as they would like to. Meanwhile, she lowered that shoulder a little bit, but not enough for a foul, I guess. And Trulene will give to Ostland. Ostland bothered. She'll give instead to Nelson. Nelson tries for that floater, but it's no good. Ostland, she got the rebound, and it's going to be, it's going to wind up in Porta's hand for the rebound. Here is Oliver for 3. That is good. Talk about needing it. And she delivers when they needed it most. 44-42. Under 4 to go. Here's Layton trying to drive. She lost it, puts it up over Trulene. It's going to be no good. Rebound there by Parks. And now, they got the steal, did Oliver. But as she got the ball, she stepped out of bounds. Shoot. So it will stay with Big Lake. Inbound for the Hornets. They'll try and find somewhere to go with it. They'll lob it in, and it's Layton. Give on the far side here. A 3 is no good, and Oliver will get the rebound. Up over double digits now. She gives to Trulene. Trulene takes it to this near side, give to Nelson to Osterland. Osterland, well, obviously they want her with the ball, and we get another jump ball. Yeah, they got it. They can't keep putting the ball in harm's way like that. They've got to figure out some way, because there have been, God, I don't know if I can even count that high. I can only count to 10, ladies and gentlemen. I never learned past that. So there have definitely been over 10 jump balls here in this second half between both sides. It's not just been Cambridge-Isanti. It's been both sides. But, man, for Cambridge-Isanti, you're giving up these really good opportunities to one, close the gap, but also take the lead and kind of put this game out of hand. The Blue Jackets have easily been the better team here in this second half, and it really hasn't been close. Ooh, an illegal screen. That has to be, yep, that's a good call. That is the perfect call there. Great job on the recognition there on that illegal screen, and that was on 12. Hey, I got it right for once. Bessler will get the foul call on her, only the team's second, her first. But, yeah, she was still moving when the defender got to her. Otherwise, it would have been a clean screen, but not that time. Trulene, they'll give here to Porta, back to Trulene. Ostland was a hot hand there for second half, and she's since cooled off a little bit. Oh, they had her open for a short two. That is going to be no good. Oh, and teammates wrestling for it. Nelson gives to Trulene. Oh, my goodness, it's in and out on the three. And almost rebounded by Porta. My goodness, the home rim needs to realize this is Cambridge-Isanti's home gym, not Big Lake. That should have been a three. But the rim just was like, I don't feel like it. So that's unfortunate, because Trulene had a three, but it's in and out. Meanwhile, the Hornets have it back offensively, 2.5 to go. Driving inside, here's Parks, puts up a shot, and it's good. Makes it 46-42, still plenty of time, so no need to panic if you're Cambridge-Isanti. Trulene gives it here to Porta. Porta finds Trulene again on the far side. They give to Oliver. That's going to be well off the mark, and the rebound almost up for grabs there, and then it was Bessler who got it. Give to Elliott. Elliott will take it the other way. Give on the far side, Fitzgibbons. Timeout for Big Lake. So Big Lake will take a timeout, and I think we will as well.
The Classic Edge HDX from Central Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood. And you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler Sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
I want to take this moment to remind you about our Pine Insurance Agency Player of the Week. We announce a Player of the Week every week for the week prior, and that is brought to you by Pine Insurance Agency in Pine City, Aiken, Ham Lake, Moose Lake, McGregor. You can visit them at pineagency.us to learn how you can start saving. I go through them, I use them, and I promise you they are a great, great utility to use for insurance. So if you're looking for insurance, go to pineinsuranceagency.us to learn how you can start saving. But we do a Player of the Week every week. We name a Player of the Week for both of our stations, WCMP and KBEK. And we honor the athlete with a post on our social medias, plus a T-shirt for that Athlete of the Week. Oliver with a nice drive to the basket, meanwhile, as I'm jabbing away. And she drops it in for two. It's 48-44. So we're back at a 4-point difference. Here is a drive from Elliott. We get a foul here on Cambridge-Isanti, which less than ideal. And she'll line and shoot two. This is going to go against Crittenden, her second, team's fifth, and Elliott will shoot two. This one, no good. Couple substitutions, but Osterland is in the game for Cambridge-Isanti, and that may be the biggest note. Elliott, this one, no good as well, but the biggest issue was that Big Lake nearly got the rebound, but Cambridge-Isanti does wind up getting to it. Nelson with it. She gives to Oliver, and that nearly stolen away. Great job there by Cambridge-Isanti to get that one back. Trulene, they're struggling again. They're a little bit behind the 8 ball on just keeping hold of the ball right now, and I think Coach Hack has seen that, and she just says, all right, we got to settle it in and lock in because we're reeling right now. So she calls the timeout. And it will be 30 seconds. We'll keep it here. So, yeah, Cambridge-Isanti within 4. But I think right there, Cambridge-Isanti was just falling a little bit behind. So Coach Hack has seen that and was just like, all right, we got to settle it down, lock ourselves in, and just make sure that we're keeping hold of this ball. But back to the Pine Insurance Agency Player of the Week. Yeah, Pine Insurance Agency, they get a T-shirt. They'll get the recognition on our social medias, on our Facebook and our Twitter. Our Twitter, by the way, is Q Media Sports. Be sure to follow that. But they will receive that T-shirt to highlight their efforts, and it's a great way to honor these athletes who have done such a great job. I mean, we really, all of our athletes in our local listening area deserve it, if I'm being quite honest. But we like to highlight specific ones throughout the season, and thank you to Pine Insurance Agency for sponsoring that. Meanwhile, Cambridge-Isanti has it back. I'll say one more thing about the Pine Insurance Agency Player of the Game as we go, if we have enough time. But meanwhile, Blue Jackets have it. Trulene to Nelson, and that's going to be off the mark. And nice job on the far side by Porta to get that rebound. Trulene does get it off in time, but it didn't hit the rim, so that will be a shot clock violation. So what happens is you have 35 seconds on the shot clock. Once you hit the rim, it resets to 20 every single time you hit the rim. As long as you keep getting offensive rebounds, that shot clock will reset to 20. Since it did not hit the rim, it is a shot clock violation. So Big Lake has it back. We're under 50 to go in the game. And nearly poked out by Trulene, but Layton does a good job just to hold on to it. Layton finds a lane, and she calls for help, but nothing there. Her teammate Nelson just kind of heard her too late, and now it's a 6-point difference, and Cambridge-Isanti's got to run. On the far side, Oliver. They're taking too much time here, and Oliver can't get it, and that might just do it on the rebound there from Parks. Really nothing to stop Cambridge-Isanti, or Big Lake, and Fitzgibbons is wide open underneath. She misses. It's the rebound there. Does Nelson. Oliver to the basket. No good, but she's fouled. And then I didn't turn the camera enough. I apologize. So she'll shoot 2, but there's only 10 seconds to go. And they're not in enough foul trouble to really get them to the line. This looks like it's on Parks, her third, team's third, and Oliver will shoot 2. Gets the friendly roll, and the first one is good there for Reese Oliver. And no good on that one. So 1 of 2, and it's rebounded by Layton, and that will pretty much do it. And we get a foul there. It'll be Trulene fouling Layton with 5 seconds to go, but unfortunately that will pretty much seal it. And they're only at 6. This should just be an inbound. It's only 6 fouls. It's not a bonus. It's 6. It's 6 fouls, so it should only be an inbound. There we go. We got it. Yeah, they were 1 foul count ahead. Although, I don't know. Maybe Cambridge-Isanti would have taken them at the free throw line at this point, save a few extra seconds, and maybe get the ball back. Inbound is stolen away by Porta. Porta gives to Oliver. Shot is up on the last heave. No good, and that will do it here in this one. The Blue Jackets fall to Big Lake 50-45, but what a game. What a second half it was for Cambridge-Isanti as well. Good-looking second half, but they will fall here to Big Lake, and that's not going to do it, folks. That is not going to be it for me. Be sure to stay tuned. After the commercial break, we will be back, and ready for our post-game show brought to you by Pizza Pub of Pine City to recap this one and then get you on out of here. But first, a word from our fine sponsors, and then we'll be back with that Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
And welcome back here on WCMP and KBEK as it is time for our Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show here on Nice 95.5 in Cool Country. Taking a look at the final stats of the game. Leading the way for Big Lake was Ashley Fitzgibbons with 16, 11 for Layton, 10 for Elliott, 5 for Emma G, and 4 for Parks and France. They had 9 steals, 3 blocks, and 18 fouls. On the other side for your Blue Jackets, leading the way was Reese Oliver with 17. Now Reese Oliver, again, one of the younger players on this roster, as this roster is young. She's only an 8th grader, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so she'll be back for a long time. And then it was Callie Osterland with 13 points. She's a sophomore, so she'll be back next year. And then it was Trulene with 5. She'll be back next year. She's only a freshman. And then you had Finley Nelson and Scarlett Porta each with 3. Nelson is a junior, and Porta is a sophomore. So as I mentioned, a young team here for Cambridge-Isanti. Not a lot of varsity experience for this team, but they are continuing to grow and learn as the season goes along. Before I get too deep into that, I want to talk about the rebounds. Trulene led the team with 13. Oliver had 11, 7 for Nelson, and 6 for Osterland. They had 9 steals, 5 in the second half. They had 5 total blocks with only 1 in the second half and 19 fouls. So getting into the youth of this team, again, they're a younger team, but, man, if you look at their first, I don't know, before Christmas, every game before Christmas, you're thinking, man, this is going to be a really hard year for them. They're going to have a lot of growth to be doing, and while, yes, but after Christmas, man, they have really, really done a good job of putting this season together. They got their first win Tuesday over Chisago Lakes, and man, did they battle here in this game. And while Big Lake winds up scoring more and winning the game, Booger McFarland over here, I guess, but as they did, they held Big Lake to 24 second-half points, and they themselves scored 26. So very good job here by Cambridge-Isanti in this second half to kind of pounce on whatever Big Lake was lacking early on. And it was really Callie Osterland. And I thought the Blue Jackets did a really good job of getting the ball to the hot hand early and often. And what I really liked was that Oslin did a good job of capitalizing on that. She took her time, found the lanes to the basket, and didn't panic. She had the touch too. And eventually, Cambridge-Isanti, again, they just played their pace, and they kind of, they obviously weren't listening to me because they did a few things different, but one of the biggest things I thought they did was, again, they just kind of played their type of offense. They didn't try and match Big Lake at all. They just did what they know how to do. And then they settled in, and all of a sudden they had dipped this lead down to single digit. Well, it was kind of always single digits. I think what I mean is a single possession. And it was like, okay, here we go. They're going to be able to get back. They're going to be able to win this game. And then a few mistakes happened, and they were kind of mistakes from the first half. And one of the biggest ones were just the turnovers. And just not being able to hold on to the ball as strong as they would like. Now, I don't know if it was maybe just there were a ton of hands around the ball, maybe the ball, I don't know. But it just seemed like they couldn't quite hold on to that ball as well as they would have liked to. There were a lot of jump ball opportunities that they put the ball in a bad position where, Big Lake was able to get their arm around the ball and force the jump ball. There were a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, I shouldn't say that, but there were a few passes where, man, it was really in some heavy traffic that wound up either turning into a jump ball or a turnover. You had some players just not being able to pull in a pass. The passes were too high, too low, going out of bounds. So a few small things like that, and those can be corrected as the season goes along. And if you take away, even a quarter of those mistakes here tonight for Cambridge-Isanti, this is a much different ball game because there were a ton of, and I don't think jump balls are technically counted as a turnover, but I'm going to count them as one here in this game because if you take away a quarter of the turnovers that they had, whether it be jump ball, steals by Big Lake, just passes and things going out of bounds that were last touched by Cambridge-Isanti, this game is not only is it probably tied up, it probably sees Cambridge-Isanti in and with the lead and probably pulling away because when you swing momentum like that and cut those down, oh man, does that change the look of this thing. And let me tell you, with the momentum Cambridge-Isanti had in this game, I don't think Big Lake is able to stop them on that with that momentum. And then they get on a drive, and I don't think there's any stopping Cambridge-Isanti. And I think they pull away in this game by I don't want to say easy, but in a large way. I think they really start to kind of bring this thing in their favor, and I don't think they ever look back. So it's unfortunate that Cambridge-Isanti had those untimely turnovers and couldn't hang on to the ball as well as they would have liked. But let me tell you something. This team, although young, and although they really only have one senior that gets playing time, Kenna Schoberg is the other senior, doesn't really see much varsity time. But let me tell you, those two seniors are helping this team grow for next year and the years to come. And next year, this team could look for a big turnaround. I don't think they're done winning this year. I think they could see a couple more wins. Playoffs are going to be tough, but who's to say that they can't go out and surprise a few teams? But I think when we look to the future for this team, even at the end of this year into playoffs, and then we look to next year, I think this team is going to look so much different. People are going to be like, is this the same team? Is this the same people? And they're going to be like, whoa, it is. And for a team like this, it can be hard sometimes to stick with it and want to come back the next season. But I would really encourage these young ladies to do so because I think they're building something quite special here with the Blue Jackets, and I don't think it's that far away. I think we could start to see it head in that special direction as close as next season, even as close as the playoffs. And I know the playoffs are probably not going to get a really good matchup that they'd like, but I still think with the team that they've got and the way that they're continuing to grow and learn this season, I really do believe that it won't be long, and this team is going to be looking like something special. And I do believe it could wind up being at the end of the season in playoffs, and as early as the beginning of next season, even into the middle of next season, they could really, really make this look, completely different. So I think Cambridge-Isanti is really close to being, a team that people do not want to play, and for a good reason. So that's going to do it. Meanwhile, coming up for the girls Blue Jackets team, they won't play until next Monday when they play at North Branch. That's a rescheduled game from January 6th. So that will be their next game, and then it looks like they won't play again until that Tuesday. So they'll have 2 games to begin next week on the road is where they will both be. One is in North Branch and the other at Princeton Monday and Tuesday. But that's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take this time to, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. And, again, you keep me with job security, so I can't say thank you enough. Also want to give a huge shout-out to our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. It's because of them we're able to come out here and able to bring you this game for free, so a huge shout-out to them. Also, want to take time to remind you that ways you can stay up to date with local sports is, well, on the morning shows on both of these stations. On 95.5 FM with Adam Hefty at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's where we'll talk about local sports. We'll talk local sports, scores from the night before or the weekend before, the games that are coming up that night, games that we'll be covering. Sometimes you'll hear snippets from coaches and players. And then we'll even talk about regional and some national as well. Then we'll, another way you can stay up to date is our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBEK.com. On both of those websites, go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will take you right to all the links that we'll have for the games coming up that week. Also on our website is interviews with players and coaches, as well as articles from games that we've been at, and you can read up on them as well. Another way you can stay tuned is our social media on both our Facebook and Instagram, and then our Twitter or X at Q Media Sports. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, do all those things to stay up to date with local sports. Another good way is this YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. I was going to say follow, but that's not what you do on YouTube. Like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. That way, every time we go live with a local sporting event, you'll get the notification of the live event happening. All you have to do is click the notification, and it will take you right to the live video, and then you can just watch it right from there. Well, thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. The final here in this one, the Lady Jackets fall to Big Lake 50-45. Remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness could truly make someone's day, can change their day for the better. You'd be surprised with their outlook, how much different it can look after someone just gives them a simple act of kindness. And it is my job as a Christian man to love everybody as God commands. Love thy neighbor, love thine enemy. And I know it's hard to do sometimes, but it is what God commands. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night. Please, please stay warm. And, well, if we don't get to talk to you tomorrow because of the weather, have a great Friday and a great rest of your weekend. And, of course, yet again, stay warm.
That concludes our broadcast from KBEK Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit KBEK.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station, or the nice 95.5 mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. Nice 95.5 is KBEK FM, Mora.